Connect on social media. Connect on Facebook and Twitter. Connect with iPower One Nation. Stay connected with iPower One.
From the Hard Planet Media Studios in New York, this is iPower 2 This Moment.
Of killing a mobster on Staten Island sent an alarming message from court today. 24-year-old Anthony Camello faced a judge in the murder of reputed mob boss Francesco Frankie Boy Cali. But as News 4's Michael George shows us, the scribbled message flashed right in front of our cameras signals a whole new twist in this case.
One of the strangest stories Staten Island has ever seen just got even stranger when the man accused of murdering a mob boss sent a bizarre political message in court. Charged with the murder of Gambino boss Frankie Boy Cali, 24-year-old Anthony Camello said little in court.
Is it true you're waiving your right for extradition? Yes, sir.
But he did flash a scrawled message written in ink on his hand, reading "Make America Great Again," President Trump's campaign slogan, and a shout-out to QAnon, an online conspiracy group whose believers think the world is run by a secret satanic organization involving the Clinton family.
Sounds like the guy had a lot of issues. You know, if you're going to go that far, obviously, it sounds like there's a lot of issues there.
Last week's murder of Frank Cali was initially thought to be a mob hit, but sources say investigators' leading theory now is that Camello was angry that Cali didn't want him dating his niece.
It's just very odd that he would, again, go to all that extreme just to date somebody's niece.
Police say Cali was having dinner with his family at his Staten Island home when Camello rammed Cali's SUV with a truck. Cali went outside and was shot and killed. Cell phone data led investigators to a home in Brick, New Jersey, where Camello was arrested and the truck seized.
We do have the vehicle recovered. There have been multiple pieces of evidence.
Camello's attorney only saying they'll let the case run its course.
Anthony is resolute and willing to go back to New York to face these charges.
And Camello did agree to be extradited here to Staten Island, where he'll face homicide charges. At the Staten Island courthouse, Michael George, News 4 New York.
Let's begin with that crime that left a community stunned.
A father from the Bronx accused of causing the death of his newborn baby. News 4's Michael George is in the Mott Haven section where that father faced cameras for the first time tonight. Michael?
Well, Stefan, it's the kind of crime that seems to make no sense. Aiden Rodriguez didn't even have the chance to live beyond a few weeks, and tonight his own father is accused in his death. Watch the father's reaction as police led him away. A smirk on the face of 24-year-old Christian Rodriguez when he saw our cameras.
Anything you want to say?
But Rodriguez said nothing to us as he was led off to face charges in the death of his own one-month-old son, Aiden. It's a horrific crime that has neighbors stunned and heartbroken.
Oh my God. Well, what a month old. What could he have done to this kid?
Outside the police precinct, this woman, believed to be Aiden's mother, broke down in tears. Police say they responded to a 911 call at this Bronx apartment. Aiden had suffered severe head trauma. The newborn later died at the hospital, and police believe his father is responsible.
It's not the baby's fault. He didn't come to this world for you to do that to him and take him away. No. He's an angel.
Neighbors told us they never witnessed any abuse at the home.
It's terrible. It's really, really something. It's a very big tragedy.
Pretty little baby, too, you know? But I don't know what happened.
And we've learned Child Services has removed another child from the family's home. Rodriguez is now facing multiple charges of assault. The district attorney will determine whether he'll face murder charges as well. In the Mott Haven section of the Bronx, Michael George, News 4 New York.
I've done it. Try on something in a store and turn away just for a few seconds to glance at yourself in the mirror. Well, that's what happened to this one victim who, when she turned around, noticed that her purse was stolen. Take a look at this video. Now police are on the hunt for this woman who they think is the person that took it. Police say the shopping trip and later purse snatching happened this past Saturday night. Just after 7 p.m., at the Burlington and Unionport. The victim was shopping around when she used a coat rack to hang her purse while she was trying on an item. Police say that inside the purse she had $500, credit and debit cards, and some personal items, all lost while the bag was left unattended for just a few moments. The suspect they're looking for, police say, is around 40 to 50 years old, last seen wearing a long black jacket and black pants, her brown hair slicked back in a ponytail. Now, if you do recognize that woman, give police a call. In the meantime, just remember to always keep your belongings in your line of sight. From Unionport, Sabrina Franza.
Bombarded by reporters' questions, Mark Gomez kept his head down and his mouth shut as police took him to Central Booking on Saturday after arresting him for that brutal attack of an elderly woman earlier this month.
I'm so happy that they caught him. It's just a senseless act.
That act caught on camera in a video that went viral, showing who police say is 36-year-old Yonkers resident Mark Gomez repeatedly kicking and punching a 78-year-old woman just sitting on the train early in the morning on March 10th.
He could be her grandmother, his grandmother.
It was on a northbound 2 train pulling into this station, Noreen Avenue, where police tell us that violent attack took place.
That's very bad. That's brutal.
The NYPD telling us Gomez was known to frequent parts of Lower Manhattan, a tip from someone in that area leading to his arrest there Saturday morning.
I think it's a good thing that we all stuck together as one to make sure he was arrested.
Police telling us the victim is recovering, community members saying she's in their thoughts.
I felt scared for her.
And that more needs to be done.
I think that police should be more involved to keep people safe on public transportation.
Gomez is being charged with harassment and 3 counts of assault.
I'm real glad that he got caught and justice will be served for her.
In Wakefield, Justine.
That mother of 3 now scared to walk down these Ditmas Park streets. She said that she was attacked because she was wearing a hijab. Police releasing these new images of the suspect. They say back on March 16th, this man walked up to the woman on Avenue H and tried to trip her by kicking her feet. But when she didn't fall, he kicked her again in the shins. Just last week, our crew spoke with the victim. She tells us the man came out of nowhere and the two had never met before. The 41-year-old woman explained that while the suspect did not say anything, she believes that his actions were religiously motivated and that he ambushed her because she is Muslim. Take one more look at these clear photos. Police describing him as being 5'7", between 20 and 25 years old. Now, police say that there have been no arrests in this case, and anyone with information on the suspect's whereabouts or who this person is asked to please call police in Ditmas Park, Nina Salzman. News 12, Brooklyn.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi joining Mayor Bill de Blasio, Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez, and immigration advocates calling for the passage of the American Dream and Promise Act of 2019.
When immigrants come here with their hopes and dreams and aspiration and determination to make the future better for their families, that optimism, that courage, their American traits, and all of these immigrants make America more American.
The bill would provide dreamers, temporary protected status holders, and individuals with deferred and forced departure with protection from deportation and an opportunity to obtain permanent legal status.
It also means that I am not scared to go out and work and study. I can come home to my child every night.
Vanessa, who didn't share her full name out of fear of deportation, is a dreamer. She came to the United States from Mexico when she was just 2 years old.
New York City is my only home.
She says she can't go back to Mexico with her 4-year-old son.
Where I'm from has become more dangerous, so it's not safe for me to come from the United States and stay there and settle there.
This bill would protect millions of immigrants living in the U.S., like Vanessa, hoping for legal status.
Immigrants helped us to become stronger, safer, more prosperous.
This is the American way, and it is the right thing to do.
This bill is expected to be on the House floor in May. In Manhattan, Emily Lord.
You're watching iPower 2 This Moment. Moving forward in the NYC. There's always something interesting while on transportation.
See the best in the tri-state area.
The iPower 2, travel on the rails. Moving forward.
The
West Palm Morning Show. West Palm Morning Show. Palm Morning Show. Palm Morning Show.
Hip-Hop and R&B Monday. The iPower Evening Show. Weeknights only on iPower 1 FM. One Nation under urban music. Go to iPower1FM.com and listen to the iPower Evening Show or TuneIn.com. Keyword iPower 1 FM.
Kristen Schiller with your business and tech update from Cheddar on News 12. The Fed doubling down on its patient policy forecast this week, vowing to hold interest rates steady for the foreseeable future. The central bank said in a statement that the labor market remains strong, but noted some slowing economic growth. The majority of the Fed officials now anticipate keeping rates unchanged throughout the year, a change from December when it forecast at least 2 hikes in 2019. And Boeing is fighting for its reputation. The aircraft manufacturer was served the first subpoenas in a widening federal inquiry into the FAA certification of its 737 MAX 8 jets. That comes amid the first mass cancellation of a pending 737 MAX order. Indonesia's national carrier canceling a nearly $5 billion order for 49 of these jets. And meanwhile, it was reported this week that both doomed flights lacked certain safety features that Boeing had sold as extra add-ons, and that many airlines opt not to pay for them. Well, investors' appetite for newly issued stocks appears to have no bottom. Levi's becoming the latest high-profile IPO to hit the tape this week, trading on the NYSE under the ticker symbol Levi. The inventor of the blue jean initially pricing shares at $17 a piece and opening for trading at $22.22. Levi's time, though, as the hot new kid on the block is not going to last, and that is because Lyft is preparing for its IPO on the NASDAQ next week. While Pinterest and Uber have both reportedly chosen the New York Stock Exchange as their home for their upcoming IPOs. Well, Google has unveiled its game streaming platform. The new streaming service called Stadia allows users to play games without having to buy those expensive, bulky consoles or computers. Google says Stadia will run on any screen, allowing gamers to start playing on their home computer and then pick up on their phones after leaving the house. And that's your business and tech update from Cheddar.
The worker inside that was there at the time telling us it appeared the man was drunk or under the influence of something when this all went down. He said he's never seen this man before and he's never seen that woman either. But police say the entire thing was caught on camera. Take a look at this video. In it, you can see the man walking into the bodega. This was on Saturday, this past weekend around 12:30 in the morning. Police say the suspect went up to a 29-year-old woman and started chatting her up. When she rejected his advances, cops say he groped her. Now, she was able to get him off of her temporarily and call 911, but police say he was relentless and continued inappropriately grabbing her while she was on the phone with 911 before finally running off.
It makes me feel bad because, it's things that you shouldn't have been doing that. You should have a little bit more respect. But
that's crazy. Put him in the jail. That's it.
And here's a closer look at the suspect. He's believed to be in his early 30s, about 6'1" and around 160 to 170 pounds. At the time, cops say he was wearing a black baseball cap, a black jacket, gray sweatpants, and black sneakers. Now, police tell us he was last seen running along Ashland Place, headed southbound. If you have any information or recognize him, you are asked to call police. In Fort Greene, I'm Katie Lasso, News 12, Brooklyn.
There's always something interesting while on the roads.
See the best in the tri-state area.
The iPower 2, mobile on the road, moving forward.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
I'm News 12 meteorologist Mike Rizzo with your traffic and weather forecast update. As you head outside today, expect temperatures to cool down as we get into this afternoon, as temperatures start into the 50s this morning and drop into the 40s for the late morning and early afternoon. Wind speeds are light from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and not much is going to be happening today other than the dropping temperatures. We do have a few clouds out there as well, and those clouds partially as we get into this afternoon, so we will see some sun come out and break out through some high thin clouds as the front dips south. Right now it's passing just to the north of the city, and as it comes south, that's why temperatures are going to be falling today. You could even see it here in the next 12 hours with those temperatures unfortunately hovering into the mid 40s with a generally cloudy sky and maybe even some breaks of sun with some sunshine veiled behind them. So as you can see here for today, partly sunny, falling temperatures. Temperatures this morning top out in the 50s, between 51 and 54 degrees. North wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into tonight, you can see lows get down to freezing, and that has to deal with the air behind the front, near 30 to 32 degrees. A sprinkle is possible, but otherwise turning colder. Northeast wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we get into tomorrow, folks, it's going to be a colder day, so hold on to the jackets, but then we could hold off on the cold weather gear for the rest of the week as it gets a little bit better. Small opportunity for a quick sprinkle on Friday, as you can see here in the 7-day, but unlikely at this point in time. As you can see in the clouds and radar, we do have that front draped across our area, and off to our west, we do have a few clouds and maybe even some rain showers associated with a weak system that's going to be diving to the south of the area today. Later this evening, it could come close enough to spark a sprinkle, but it's not really a big deal. The front clears tomorrow, and high pressure is in control for the midweek, with Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday weather being really nice and sunny. Temperatures rise by Thursday to 58, 67 on Friday with maybe a sprinkle, and by Saturday, a high of a beautiful 70 degrees with a mixture of sun and clouds. Get out there and enjoy. You're watching News 12 Traffic and Weather.